It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge, Total Landscape Solutions.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welt and Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welt and Rayom can help.
We are live. It is Talkin' Racing now. Talledega. And the Jack Links 500 is in the books. And congratulations to the number 2. And,
2-car.
Yeah, Austin Centric. Taking it home, even though he's called a dumbass, an idiot. What else did Joey Logano call him during that stage 1 tirade?
I have no idea. I didn't see it. I was at the zoo earlier. No.
Oh, man. Okay,
Logano called him some names? What are you talking about?
Yes, apparently it was Logano. Who was it? In stage 1, Wallace won stage 2. So it was Larson, Logano, Cindric, and some other stuff going on there in stage 1. And I guess Logano pulled up, but Cindric had such a run, he would have trucked him.
Okay.
Cindric had to pull up, and then he had to go down to avoid running over Logano because he had such a run.
Okay.
And then at the end, he was like, "Oh, good help from my teammate. Great job there. What an idiot. Cindric's an idiot. This and that, the 2 and this and that." And ultimately, that idiot wins the race.
I mean, Joey wouldn't have liked it very much if he ran him into the wall, so.
That's what I wish he would have. And that's what was funny about this race, man. Is like the wrecks. There was the Hamlin kind of him and Bell again with the Toyotas. They can't figure out the goddamn bumper situation. I'm not sure how they can't just go, "Hey, Ford, let me take a look at that bumper real quick." Okay,
Right.
so that's what we need. Okay. But for some reason, Bell, they couldn't stay locked on. Bell went up, Bell went down, and then finally he went into Buescher and took both of them out on the restart. And then the other wreck was trying to get on the pit road. Kyle Busch had the low pole. I'm not sure how Keselowski thought he was going to make it into the pits. I don't know what was there, but all of them were still at speed, and then they tried to slow down right at the end, but Kyle Busch wasn't pitting. And I don't know if Keselowski thought that he was a Ford and all the Fords were coming in, but Busch was not on the same thing. And then, bam, it happens, and Blaney tries to go through the middle, and of course he gets taken out early. So, and then Busch does come back and go, but she lost Keselowski, Blaney early, Christopher Bell. Other than that, I mean, no big wrecks in this race. And were you able to see the ending of the race?
So I came in like 2/3 of the way Well, I guess about a third left, or
Okay.
about stage 2, like 2/3 left.
All right,
About
then.
halfway through stage 2.
All right, then we can discuss the bull crappery that happened to the Toyotas and my guy, because that pack was going to the front. And
That pack was in the front. That
Ford
pack had the
sent
front dominated for.
Ford sent a sacrificial lamb in the name of the number one, the guy everybody hates, and now he is my public enemy number one, Ross Chastain. You, oh, if I had a watermelon, I'd crush it over your head right now.
You're a Denny fan. He was already your public enemy number one.
Yeah, but
That's not
still,
new.
I always said, look, man, it's the new school of racing versus the old school of racing in the way. And this today showed me no more cojones in NASCAR. It's over. It's over. These are the races we're going to have because nobody's going to take chances. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, you okay?
No, I'm good. It's got dogs yelling. Hold up a minute.
Oh no, it's all good, man. Trust me. I can. You can probably hear mine when the Amazon guy comes. He knocks them. They don't even knock anymore. The Amazon just puts on the door and is like, I'm not touching the door anymore. So the fact that they send Ross Chastain up there to do the block that sends the Toyotas, and Toyotas only have, I think, what is it now? 8 cars? There's
Well, I mean,
Gibbs,
yeah.
and there's 2311. And then I think there might be one other one out there somewhere. 43 Legacy, I think, is a Toyota now.
Yeah, I mean, that block was interesting, but to be fair, the top line had been gaining for quite a while. So when I was watching it, we get into the stage 4, the Toyotas kind of did that thing where they all went up front because they pitted.
Yeah, they pitted early. They pitted early and were coming in.
Right.
And then
they
the
came in.
second group of Fords is the ones that threw the block.
Right, but before the block. So before the block, because they were getting run down. Who was it that was up front? Gibbs? Was Gibbs up front for 30 laps or so? I think it was Gibbs.
Yeah, but that was before the pits.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then with the pits, but I'm just saying, there had been they had gotten out, they had really strung everybody out, because up until the Toyotas did that move and they got up front and they strung the race out, we had a lot of 3 wide pretty much all day.
Oh no, yeah.
And then we saw the 2 wide, and it was about to go into single if they hadn't really had the pit stops coming, because that top line wasn't able to keep intact. Joey was in front of that top line, and
because everybody that was up there though was in it for themselves. So the line after a while the line would break down, because you'd have somebody along the line try to jump out to make a third line, and then as it happened in speedway racing, once you have that opening, if you don't get it filled immediately, you start falling back.
Yeah, but in this circumstance, we saw this at Daytona this year too, where if you get a group up front that's real fast and the other line can't keep up, they don't have enough push. What happens is eventually, instead of running 3 wide because everybody's jammed up, we get stretched out, and everybody essentially goes into single file just trying to hold on. Mm-hmm. Kyle Larson should not have won, Frankie. Come on, not even close. This is his best finish in a super speedway ever. He finally figured out, maybe I don't crash these people so that I don't crash and finish this race. Third is a good finish. He figured it out. Don't crash, right? Do something safe.
What he did was he ran the Indy car and crashed already this week, so he's good.
Yeah, he didn't want to hit the wall again.
That's what he needs to do. Just get the crash.
He didn't hit the wall again.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of the wall, did you see? Was it Bell that went headfirst into it today?
Yeah. That was the spin out from Hamlin. Yeah.
Did you see that wall?
Could not. Yeah, because it spits out a little bit, and luckily Buschard was able to get his back around to where he kind of hit the side there. Yeah,
I always love seeing those walls when they go head on. Just the amount of force distribution, it was really impressive. Thank God for those walls. They're great.
Oh, 100%, man, 100%. But for me, Ross Chastain, dude, in the old days, he's on his roof.
Listen.
They're not pulling up. Hamlin pulled up. I was upset.
Hey, guess what? Guess
I
what?
said, run through 'em.
Hamlin and Bubba have been cheating for weeks now, hitting people where they just got
Oh
past.
my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you kidding?
Oh,
Oh my God.
You got what
No.
you got what you asked for. You wanted to fuck around, you find out. Guess what? Fords are better. We won today. It's a super speed.
Oh my God. Austin Cindric did an awesome thing.
Oh,
That was straight strategy. That was straight strategy. 3.2 seconds on the pitch.
There's a difference between getting blocked
My problem is
and waiting.
My problem is this.
What?
That was straight Ford throwing out a sacrificial lamb because if you run through him, you're taking out all the Toyotas because all he's going to do is spin in front of everybody. Ross Chastain was the sacrificial lamb. Go ahead, finish your comment.
All right. Bubba put Kyle Larson into the wall, and neither one of them were anywhere near competing in the race. The moment we saw Ryan Blaney get in front of Tyler Reddick 3 weeks ago, and then we get the pit, and then Denny absolutely dominates the pit. He deserved that win for that part of it. But that was 2-3 laps ready and left to go, and nobody was catching Blaney. He was running away with that race. So, you get what you asked for. It all comes around. And just this time, the Fords got the better of him.
Oh, my goodness.
And you're talking about a block versus throwing somebody else into the wall. Come on.
The only reason people
didn't go less blatant than anything that Toyota's been doing recently. 23-11. What a bunch of cheaters.
If the Toyotas didn't slow down and ruin their whole damn line, everybody's taken out. It was a no-win situation for the Toyotas and Kyle Larson. Jesus Christ, I'm so mad now. I'm throwing Chevys in here.
Well, I brought up Kyle Larson because he got thrown into the wall by Bubba, so that's my fault.
But Ross Chastain was nowhere in going to figure into the race. The race was the crew from behind that were coming up, and the Toyotas were trying to stay there. Once Ross Chastain blocked there, it was over. Because then all of it was Cindric, boom, and they blew by. And it's just come on, man. Come on. In the old days, that does not happen.
Blocks? For your teammates? Of course it does.
Oh, no,
of course it does.
The blocking happens, but what happens to the guy that does the blocking if you're running? If you get in front of me and I'm going full speed, I'm not slowing down. You're getting spun and into the wall.
Yeah, but that's all you need is that opportunity.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This new NASCAR has lost me. It really has.
Lost you?
It's like
because Chastain threw a block?
Like the only thing missing, it would be Miami 826. All we needed was a horn. When Ross Chastain went up in front of me, he should have been like beep, 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 beep. That's all we are now, man.
Could you imagine NASCAR with horns? I would love that.
Oh my God. It's ridiculous, man. That and again, I get it. But my problem isn't that he pulled off the move. My problem is he was allowed to pull off the move with no retaliation from Toyota or anything else.
It'll come. It's that was this race is over, but there's still 20 more before we even get to the playoffs, something like that. It's coming. And Chastain's already on the naughty list when it comes to a lot of people. So
that's why I think he got nominated. He was like, "Look, you're in the back. All these other guys really, you do it."
Right.
Why add to everybody else getting taken out later? Let's just get you taken out.
He's the he's the bully of the team. He's the sixth man. He's the
no, he's not. He's Mikey.
I'm thinking basketball, right?
But he's Mikey. Mikey likes it. Give it to Mikey. He'll try it. Do it this way. Get Ross. He'll do it. Oh, Ross. He'll do it. Ross will do it. Yeah. Ross. Go up in front of a 200-mile-an-hour car and just kind of take your foot off the gas and see what happens. Okay. All right. Let me go do it. Come on.
Well, to be fair, they can't take him out because they've got the whole line of people behind him.
Exactly. There was no win after what. I was mad, but then I was like, what are they going to do? Take him out and then take out the whole Toyota crew behind them?
Yeah.
But it was that situation. To me, it's okay, in the middle of the race, I would have just, they had an opening when Hamlin and all the Toyotas got stuck in the back. Ross Chastain was up there in the front. Let me see. Where did Ross Chastain end up finishing? Ross Chastain was 22, Hamlin 23, Herbst 24, Eric Jones got up to 20, Ty Gibbs 19. That was and Chase Briscoe got to 17, Tyler Reddick 16. That was the crew that he cut off. All of them after that got up to there. Bubba Wallace ends up in the top 10 at 10 because he wasn't part of that bull crap.
He ran really well today.
I call it NASCAR bull crap because if Toyota would have done it to a Ford and Denny Hamlin won, I would be hearing about it right now.
You're just mad because my guy beat your favorite driver.
No, Austin Cindric's crew did perfect strategy, man. And to be honest, that pack of Fords were probably gonna pass. They were better.
That's what I was saying. Is they
didn't need the block. To me, you
always need the block.
Yeah, no, not like that, man. Not like, look, if you're going for a lead and stuff like that, but man, come on, man. Like, you did that to a 7-car pack. You just throw your car up there and like hit your brakes, like you're trying to get an insurance scam. Bam! Oh, my neck. And oh man, it was a good race, man. It was good in the beginning. You had 3 wides. Never got crazy to 4. A couple times it got 4 wide, but more in the back of the pack, not up at the front. Yeah. And then of course the endings are always chaotic. But that's the one thing in this race where I was like, wow, that's kind of the new NASCAR, the respecting in the Cup Series. I guarantee you that's Xfinity or trucks. 40 cars are probably wrecked right now. They have one car they might have to push across just to give them the win.
Judging from what we saw earlier in the year, Cindric is out front with who was he out front with? Oh, it's not Briscoe. Priest. Yeah, so Ryan Priest. Yeah. And the two of them did a really good job, like giving each other an opportunity to win without, screwing the other one over.
Said, one of us is going to win it. Because they would get ahead and then they would know when to slow it down enough to where Larson couldn't get through or anything else. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of seemed like, okay, too far. Okay, let's bring it back. And they just never gave the other crew a chance to try to come through.
I mean, they did the Bubba Denny Hamlin move, which is a brilliant move.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It was cool. I mean, ultimately it ended up being them two and you kept Larson behind.
But just speaking of
I think he takes it and he goes for the win.
Speaking of the respect thing though, right? Like what I meant was at the beginning of the year, we saw last lap wrecks where the sort of respect thing didn't happen. Yeah. And I think the person there that was probably the aggravator, normally Kyle Larson, made a different choice than he normally does, which got him a 3rd place finish at a super speedway. So maybe you learned something from that. And then was it Byron that was 4th? Running in that second line behind.
William Byron. It was Cindric, Priest, Larson, Byron, Logano, your top 5.
And we've seen Byron win races. His only race this year, running from 8th or whatever it was, because when the thing blows up, he just tries to sort of stay high and stay out of the way. That's how it worked for him last time. So you knew he wasn't going to go in there and aggravate. He was going to try to be an opportunist. So I think it really worked out. You also saw like the line behind the Chevys. It was Logano and it was another Ford, I want to say. So it was like 2 Fords, 2 Chevys, then 2 Fords. Those two didn't really like give significantly crazy like pushes to the Chevys to try to make their line go either. So it was also coming from behind as well as
they left it open.
It was just a jam.
For a little bit, they left it open enough to where everybody thought Larson was going to try for one more run. But what they didn't see is I think it was Logano was in the bottom 3rd place area. He lagged back too. Yeah. Same time Larson was lagging back, he was lagging back, so Larson wasn't picking up energy.
Right.
So then he wasn't able to get the run. But so the top 10 went 2 Fords, 2 Chevys, 2 Fords, 3 Chevys, and then a Toyota.
That hurts, doesn't it? I said that hurts, doesn't it? To have Six. Well, I mean, for the Toyotas, right? So you've got six
'cause,
cars
you got to
that
have
in stage
Ford
three
cheat. Ford's
are
cheap.
dominating.
The Ford's got to
they're
cheat. I mean, it's all good. All good.
It's not cheating;
All
it's
good.
racing.
All good. No,
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Racing would have been putting goddamn Chastain into the wall. That's racing. What we saw today was driving.
Well, maybe the Toyota should have been racing, and they would have won the race.
Maybe. They didn't do Talladega. They weren't at Talladega. They were like Homestead.
Yeah, we didn't get a big one this year. How weird is that?
Very upset.
Weird. Yeah.
It almost feels like it wasn't Talladega because there wasn't a big one.
Yeah.
It almost, like it feels like, and it's sad to say because so many cars get tore up and the damage and the car owners, but it's not my money. I didn't purchase a racing car company, so hey, that's on them. I mean, you got to fix it. And Frankie, you suck. All right, you suck. That's all I'm gonna say about it. All right. Frankie Fresco Ford, the Triple F. Yay! Sounds like a damn car dealership, right? Come to Frankie Fresco's Ford right here on the corner of US 1.
Don't miss a waving, inflatable flailing arm tube man.
Yeah. Sunday. It's Frankie Fresco's Ford right here on the corner of US 1. Oh, the Ford drivers are driving like Ricky Bobby.
Yo, but
There's
okay, hold up a minute.
Like Ricky Bobby. That's Chastain's dumbass. And then you got Joey Logano, who sucks on his mom's teat still.
So, speaking of Ricky Bobby, because I actually wanted to bring this up. Did you see Cindric run up from his car to get the flag?
No, I did not.
Get the checker flag? No,
I did not.
Okay. The run when he got out of the car.
I can imagine. Isn't Talladega kind of like straight up?
Yeah, he looks like, and he's tall and he's bigger than other people. He looks like Will Ferrell running up there to get it. He looks kind of like Ricky Bobby, like with the invisible fire. I'm going to get it.
See that?
Just to see the run. I was having Ricky Bobby flashbacks when he was going up there. It was awesome.
I might have to go back and check that out because I didn't think about that. I forgot that run up is like a freaking.
Yeah, no, it's legit. Yeah.
Oh man, and it was funny too because on the when the crash happened on pit road, that almost changed the complexion of the race because a lot of the Fords that got stuck out were low, and they had to clean up in front of pit road, so they couldn't open it. And you had those guys on the bottom of the track where it's flat trying to like drive around and be like, "Hey, are they open yet?" Because I listened to the scanners on the thing, and all you could hear is like, "Are they opening this time around?" They're like, "They're not telling us till they get to turn 3. They opening it yet?" As soon as they got to turn 3, you could tell when they got to turn 3, it was like, beep, beep. They opening yet? Nope, not open this time around. They got to open it. They got to open it. It was pretty funny, man, because it happened right on the cars that stayed out for a long time, waited in the pit, and then bam, that happened. It was like, oh, that could have changed a lot of that race.
Yeah.
But, of course, Ross Chastain's got to go and be the jackass.
You mean be an absolute hero? Yes.
And kudos to Austin Cindric's team for doing a 3.2 second stop, not taking a full tank of gas, knowing exactly what was needed to get the job done. And again, hey, kudos, man. Kudos to I don't blame that. And I'm not taking the way for the just the way that block. It's just not right, man. Not right. When you have that many Fords and Chevys against Toyotas can't. Who are you sacrificing if you're Toyota? You got 7 cars.
If you go through and look at the field, though, I feel like there's not that many Fords either. There's no more than like 8 to 10. I always feel like I'm always surrounded by Chevys all the time.
12 Fords, you liar.
Okay, 12.
12, buddy, 12.
Okay, yeah, it's 12 cars out of like 40, though.
Okay, and I've got 8.
Okay, so the Fords and the Toyotas together is half, which means the other half is all Chevys.
Yeah, so why didn't the Chevy take out Chastain?
Listen, we don't need the Chevys working together, okay? They outnumber us. Don't give them ideas.
Well, no, but I feel like Chevy's like the Walmart of NASCAR. Everybody gets a Chevy. You can't afford it, you go get a Chevy. Let me see if I'm right here. B.J. McLeod, Chevy. J.J. Yaley, Chevy. Oh, Cody Ware, although he did pretty good today early, is a Ford. Anthony Alfredo, Chevy. It's funny, though, because in the super speedways, a lot of these guys do good, so you got to scroll up, actually, to see. Michael McDowell is a Chevy. And the only reason I say Mike McDowell, not the driver. The team is a one-car team.
Right.
Carson Hoceval. Or no, actually, Carson Hoceval.
Wait.
His teammates with Michael McDowell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't he with Spire?
Yeah, 77 and 71. But they're Chevys. And Hendricks are the heir apparent to, so I'm not even going to actually act like. But for most of the smaller teams, they go Chevy. And maybe it's because of Hendrick and all that. So I don't know. But it is very interesting, to say the least. And now we have to see the interesting thing I did see, though, during the thing, old Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Steve Letarte getting back together for that prime telecast of the Coca-Cola 600 on Prime Video.
Hey.
And I knew they were both on the team, but it was cool seeing a commercial of them driving around the track, talking about it. And then the interesting thing, I got a question. I'll ask you now.
All right, what's up?
Chad, what's up,
Chad?
Man? For you, do you think it's a good thing they're doing the prime? Do you think it's a bad thing they're doing the prime?
I
Ratings
don't think it's a bad thing.
As a thing. I mean, I know money-wise it helps NASCAR. Don't get me wrong. I know it's all about the money. But do you think fans are going to I got to go get Prime to watch the race?
I think if they're going to – no, I don't think anybody's going to buy Prime to watch the race. I think they either have it or they don't.
Yeah, okay.
So I think what this is – Prime
it's only 5 races, okay? It's only 5 races. I'm just putting it out.
So I look at Prime differently than I do other streaming services, right? So Netflix, Disney, with Disney bundles and ESPN and, Apple TV, whatever. They're all kind of in like the same price range or a little less or more, and they have like options with commercials. Prime's not like that, right? Prime is significantly more. It's not only the streaming service that's just kind of thrown in with like the shipping and everything. So I don't see people buying Prime to get a NASCAR race. I don't even know what it is. My wife buys it, but it's a couple $100, I want to say, every year. And we use Prime every day. Like,
yeah.
I'm going bankrupt with fucking boxes at my front door.
Actually, I just built a second-story house in my house with the Amazon box.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
But you just said something I didn't even think about. Most people probably have Amazon. They might not watch Amazon Video, but they probably already have it because of the ordering. Every day. I think everybody in the world probably knows Prime. At least in the U.S. knows Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying? So. Actually, that might not be, it may be just one of those things like cable, like, oh, I already got CW so I can watch it. Okay, I already got, FS1 so I can watch it.
But for them, this is an opportunity to get advertising dollars that they don't normally get.
Yes. Yeah. No, 100%. I didn't even think, for me, I was thinking more people that would, but you're right. If you have the shopping, you automatically have the video. So it's not like you have to go and order because you probably already have it.
Right.
It's a matter if you want to watch it.
Also, it's expensive to like order a subscription to Prime.
Video. Yeah, there's different because with Prime you get Amazon Video.
Okay.
But there's stuff that you can't get. Like there's certain videos and movies that you may have to order.
Still to buy.
Yeah. Depending on, again, I go for the lower level Prime. So I mean, again, I don't know if you pay whatever the next tier is, if all that's free, I don't know. But for me, I
have no idea. It's something that happens to me. It's not something I actively participate in. Sometimes you just got to let things happen.
Yeah. Well, I actively participated when it was Thursday Night Football, honestly.
Okay, fair enough. Thursday Night Football when it's,
so I got it
worth watching.
And I realized that, oh, wait, I already got it, the thing, the shopping part of it. So it's like, okay, you're right. You're right there. So, and then the only other thing is next week we are back on FS1 because Indy's back, baby, and IndyCar's better on Fox than NASCAR. I'm not sure why that happens, but hey, It is. We're back on FS1, and
They get one race a year that anybody watches. Let them have it.
no, but that's not the one they get though. I mean, that's what I don't understand. Like, why isn't Indy on FS1 and NASCAR on 5? Now I get it. When the Indy 500 happens, now that's totally different.
Oh wait, are you saying we're running the Brickyard next week?
No. We're
going to Texas.
We're in Texas, but the
Yeah.
race is on FS1. We go back to FS1, the NASCAR, because
Okay.
Indy didn't race this week, which is why we were on Fox.
So where is Indy going to be next week?
Indy is
So it's not the Indy 500. It's just an
Indy
Indy
500
race.
is Memorial Day.
Yeah. Okay. We're not there yet. That's next month.
Whoops. And of course, because I said Indy 500, I tapped on Indy 500 instead of Indy race. Man, they make this stuff so difficult. They are next week. Is that May 4th next Sunday?
Yes. It's
They
Star
are-
Wars Day. Star Wars Day is on a weekend finally.
Wow. They are in.
Yeah.
They are at Barber Motorsports Park, Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, nobody's going to watch that.
Well, that's what will be on Fox.
That's gonna get AEW numbers. Nobody's gonna watch that.
Yeah, and that's at 1:30, and then of course the Texas race will probably start about 3. So why couldn't you just go right to like have just a racing day of Indy right into NASCAR? Like that would have been better. I mean,
Yeah,
and again, FS1's been getting good numbers with the NASCAR races. I mean, again,
people are used to watching NASCAR and FS1 at this point.
at this point, yeah, because it's unfortunately
It's like going to watch a football game on ESPN on Sunday afternoon or something. Like you're just used to it.
yeah, it's like Frankie Fresco's voice. Get used to it. All right, man. Any other things you want to talk about out of the NASCAR world?
Let's see. So, just real briefly, I know we weren't on last week, but I did want to mention Rockingham a little. Not about the races because the races weren't, spectacular. Just the track. I thought the track looked good. I thought it held up well. I enjoyed the race.
I wouldn't mind seeing the cups there.
I thought that, the different surface was fun. And then I also thought that with the new safety wall, you could see that it had taken up some of that high line. And the track is already relatively thin compared to newer tracks. This made it even thinner. And I thought it was very tight racing.
Yeah,
What's up, dude?
yeah. I was amazed that there wasn't more cautions, especially in like Xfinity. What's
Yo,
up,
this is
my
my-
man?
This is my son. It's his birthday. He's 4.
What? Happy birthday, man! Your dad came
He said
on
happy
here. It's your
birthday.
birthday.
He said, "Happy birthday."
How
say
old are
thank you?
you?
He can't hear you.
Oh, well, how old is he?
How old are you?
20. I'm 4.
You're 4.
4.
All right.
Awesome. So you are.
All right. Here,
Noah
why don't you go
Jackson.
sit down? Here, go see mommy. Go find mommy.
That's awesome. Man, why you tell me that? We would have pushed the race back. Talk, man.
No, you're good. Hold up.
Dude.
No, man, it's all good. We were at the zoo all day.
Birthday, man.
No, we went to the Jackson. Please, we're good. I went to the Jacksonville Zoo.
How
we
is
were in the
that
sun. It's pretty good. There's something they're building. I'm excited to see, but obviously it's not ready yet.
What are they building?
But
What are they building up there?
they're building like a new entrance with like a manatee river in it. So that'd be pretty neat.
It's kind of like Metro Zoo, Miami Zoo, where the hell it is now. They got the alligators that you can crawl in the little tunnel, and sometimes the alligator's there beside you, and sometimes the alligator's way over there. Sometimes the
Okay,
alligator's
that's neat.
right on top of the thing. But unfortunately, I can't go in there now because it's not made for horizontally
Yeah.
challenged people.
I got told not to get on the carousel today because they're like,
Um,
"You're too big." I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess 230 pounds is too big for the carousel.
Damn them. Damn them. So you guys got carrot. Actually, you know what? I think Miami's. We got the water landing, and then I'm sure there's some other stuff there. But we've always been since they've been older. Like we haven't really been younger kid. So when I take my grandson there, we'll have to see what else is there for the younger kids now. All right, man. Let them know where to get a hold of you, or if you got anything else, also You have anything else after Rocky?
I did one thing.
Oh,
so
yes, sir.
I like the track, yeah, and then so we were at Talladega today. Question, right? So what driver has the most wins at Talladega?
Man, I keep forgetting about the damn trivia. Damn it. One of these days I'm going to pass it to you and you're going to be like, oh, I didn't do one this week. Okay. The most wins at Talladega. God, I feel like this is going to be like an older person, older driver. I feel like an easy thing would be like an Earnhardt Jr. I'll go Earnhardt.
You're right. It's Earnhardt.
Yes.
So he's got 10 wins at Talladega. Now, to be fair, they count those with what used to be Busch, now Xfinity, and the Cup Series.
Oh, okay.
But next closest win is Jeff Gordon, who's got 6, and Brad Keselowski also has 6.
Really? Keselowski's got 6.
Yeah.
Man, it
Well, once again, I don't know how many of those are a Cup Series.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, did you know that at least in the last 5 races we've had at Talladega, we'd had a different winner?
Yeah, I feel like I think they said that during it. I think they said 9th different winner.
Yeah. So
if I'm not mistaken.
Just once again back to the super speedway, like you never know who you're going to get. It's the wild card factor, right?
Yeah. No, 100%. And usually you get wrecks.
Yeah, usually you do get wrecks.
So it's usually some of the top cars are taken out because the wrecks happen in the middle of the pack, and usually people lay back. I didn't even see people laying back. I mean, the Chevys had to lay back because Ross Chastain cut them off. But I mean,
I didn't. When I saw that the 2 car was up front, I was like, oh, this is awful. Like, there's no way he's going to survive this race. He's going to get another 25th finish when he's got a lead or a top 5 finish going into the final lap. But thankfully it worked out.
Why do the races by year only go up to 2020?
Old website? I don't know.
And it's MRN. Okay. Yeah, so I don't have, but it looked like, so it looked like Logano and Hamlin kind of passed back and forth a couple wins. So maybe it's not 9 straight. It might be like 5 or 6. So yeah, no, I mean, I knew because, and also even like the Daytona 500 recently, I mean, look at some of the winners it's guys that are like, and the funniest thing I think about with that is usually the Daytona 500 is the race that's like on Jimmy Kimmel or CBS and Good Day. Yeah. And it's always like, that guy drives NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's never, I mean, you'll get your Logano's every once in a while, the Hamlins, but it seems to be always a guy that's like out of nowhere, like Mike McDowell the one year. It's like,
yep.
Okay, this is what we got. Let's go with it. Almost feels like what they decided was they weren't going to do that anymore, and they practiced it today by throwing Ross Chastain out there to mess everything up so they could pick the winner and be who they wanted to be. And fortunately for us, it was somebody we were okay with.
Listen, Austin Cindric needed that win.
If Logano would have won that race, we may not have went live. I'm not going to lie. If Logano would have pulled off that win, or now that I know Frankie likes Kyle Larson, if Kyle Larson ever wins, Talking Racing Now will not be on the air that day.
We're gonna have a lot of weeks off.
Yes, we're not going on for Kyle Larson. All right. When he wins, the Frankie Fresco Ford, although Frankie talks about Fords, but he likes a Chevy driver. I'm not sure what the hell that's about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, Frankie, get it together, buddy. All right, no.
So Cindric needed that win.
Yes.
I mean, still after this win today, he's still 22nd in points after that penalty. So, yeah, he needed to win because there's no guarantee he can.
But also, he's not picking up stage points, man. That's what's killing him. He wins the race today, which I believe is 40 points or something like that. He finished with 47. 20? So he basically picked up like 7, whereas Kyle Larson comes in third and gets 52. William Byron is fourth. He's got 42. Bubba Wallace is 10th. He has 43 points coming out of this race.
Wow.
I mean, he has almost as many points as the winner because he did good. He won stage one, won stage two.
Bubba ran really well.
And finished second in stage one. So it's like, the points are really, you're starting to see how the points are really, I guess maybe like with the super speedways too, though, is like when you worry about it, because I want to see one thing here. So yeah, like Ryan Blaney, Kozlowski, Bell, and Buescher are all leaving with 1 point earned today. That's it. They got 1 point. BJ McLeod got 0. How did Anthony Alfredo get 0? I guess they're not eligible. That must be because they don't run all the time.
Maybe.
You get a point just for being in the race, I thought. Unless they got some kind of thing. But, I mean, yeah, when you look at everybody in the top, from 18th on, everybody's like 22, 23, 24, 26, 43, 35. Even Chase Elliott ended up with 37, and he took a 7th place finish. But that's also why he's sitting there on the
fifth.
He's 5th, right, in the standings?
Yeah, 5th. He's only got 2 top 5 finishes.
Yeah.
5th. He's got a lot of top 10s, but he's only got 2 top 5s. He has 0 wins, and he's at 5th in points. It's crazy.
I mean, William Byron right now, he's won 1 race.
Yes.
And right now he's got a full race on everybody but Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
I mean, Denny Hamlin's 53 points behind. And then if you go from Larson to Elliott, that's another race. To me, I almost feel like the top 4 is already pretty much, unless something happens crazy, they're already clinching that top 4. It's going to be between those 4 drivers. Because there's guys way back. I mean, you're looking at Joey Logano in 8th place, 102 points out. I think he might have a win, right? Logano's got a win, right? No? This year?
I don't think so. He's been up there a lot. No,
Right.
he's been active. He's been up front. But I don't think he's won a race.
Christopher Bell, 3 wins, 82 points out.
Yeah. But also, once you've got 3 wins, like,
Yeah, I guess
you're in the playoffs. You're talking about
still
seeding. It's fine.
Yeah, you're tinkering with things, seeing what works, what doesn't, making sure you don't have Hamlin pushing you from behind and into the wall. Yeah, things happen. Things happen. My friend Spencer, let them know where they can reach you and everything else.
All right, so I am NoldOut87 on X. You can find me here at Talking Racing Now, hanging out in the chat with a lot of y'all, with Chad here, Josh, on the Squared Circle Digest. So see me there. That's about it.
And I am at Stanley Media _11 on X, Stanley Media House on all the other social media platforms. Stanley Media House Network on Facebook. That is the page. You can go and follow. And then, of course, Stanley. Hold on. Rewind. Stanley Media House Network on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Get you some wrestling talk. Get you some NASCAR talk. And coming soon, some sports talk. No, thank you, Spencer, for joining me here tonight. And don't forget, it will be after the races, unless Kyle Larson wins. We will be on here on Talkin' Racing Now. If Kyle Larson wins, we'll see you next week. Go ahead.
In celebration of the 2 car, I'm going to have a Memorial Miller Lite. So
there it is.
There it is.
Austin Cindric, congratulations, my man. We'll see you next week. Talking Racing Now.